Okay, hey whiners.
Hey whiners.
We're back again, episode 9.
Yep.
Yeah, it's your girl Jills.
And Jay-Neezy.
Let's Wine About It podcast crew, their favorite wine crew. Come wine with us. We're about to get started with episode 9. We coming to you live. We're happy. Okay, so let's go ahead and just get into the housekeeping and everything. We're excited again. I think this season is coming to a close in the next few episodes. Not sure yet. I'm not sure yet.
Yeah.
I don't know yet, but we gonna see.
Yeah.
I don't know. I like even numbers. I don't know why. It's weird. I'm a weirdo. But yeah, if you haven't already, you guys follow our podcast on all digital platforms. If you like to listen to them, that's Let's Wine About It with the wine glass emoji. We're on YouTube, so if you would like to see our lovely chocolate melanated faces, Let's Wine About It podcast on YouTube. We're wine tubers, as Jay-Neezy always says.
Subscribe.
So like, comment, share, and subscribe to that page. You all, we're trying to get to 100 followers or 100 subscribers. And our our second season, Bros Over Hoes.
Man.
That episode got 100 views.
Whew.
And so we want to continue on that momentum. So yeah, continue to, share and view and tell us what you think on YouTube. Let's Wine About It podcast. Follow and interact with us on our Instagram and Facebook page at Let's Wine About It Pod. Okay, we like to interact with you all. We like to hear your wine selections, your topics, just whatever you want to, interact with us. We do
opinions on our topics.
Yeah, we talk on there. So interact with us on there, and don't be shy. Share that page. Tell people about that page as well. We're definitely gonna do a Bros Over Hoes too. I don't know if it's gonna be this season or next season, but we gotta do a Bros Over Hoes too. I've seen, if y'all following our Instagram page, y'all would have seen the post that we made in regards to a Bros Over Hoes too, and it's mandatory that we do it because it's getting out of hand.
It's
getting out of hand.
People are fed up, so we need to talk about it.
Yeah, we definitely need to talk about it. And that time we're gonna I'm hoping to have a guest to talk about why guys feel like they want to put their bros or their friends or big homie over their female.
Why is it so important?
Why
it seems like it's a necessity.
Yeah, and we're not sitting here saying you can't have your separate life and all that. We're not saying that, but we talking about the people that will actually go out on a date with their bros over their girls. So yeah,
it's deep.
It's super deep.
Yeah.
So we're gonna reference a post that we seen on Instagram, and we're gonna get to it and talk about it. It might be season 4. It might be this season. We never know. We really never know.
Stay tuned.
You really just gotta stay tuned. So we're gonna go ahead and get into the wine that we chose today. It's Yellowtail Jammy Red Roux.
Okay.
I don't know. I feel like we've been doing a lot of whites lately, so I wanted to pick a red. It says it's a sweet, vibrant, and easy to drink. Sweet red berries, vanilla, and chocolate. So it said you can enjoy it with barbecue and stuff like that. So it's on the sweeter side of things. And I bought it from my local liquor store for like $6, y'all. Like, wine is, I ain't gonna say wine is cheap because wine ain't cheap. Like the wineries and stuff, like when you go out of town for that, those aren't cheap.
Yeah.
But these are kind of cheaper ones.
And it's very seldom you find a really good sweet red.
Well, we'll know.
That's inexpensive.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not really a red fan, so I'm gonna see. It says it's 12%, so yeah, I might not be drinking too much. We meet apparently, so I don't know, but I just, the name stuck out to me, Jammy Red Roux. So it stuck out to me, so I wanted to, I guess, give it a try. So what we're toasting to, best friend?
Oh wow, what a successful season we have. I feel like this has really been a good season and stuff.
Yeah.
We just have like a lot of good random things I think that's just like happening. So just shout outs to just being spontaneous.
Okay. I like that. They said it's sweet, but I smelt the dryness.
I'm gonna say with that chocolate in there, talking about sweet.
It definitely got that chocolate taste in it though. It's not bad though. Like
that's good.
It's really not bad. It has a dry aftertaste.
Okay.
But I can definitely taste the flavors of chocolate and vanilla with the red berry. So that's actually a good. This is a
combination.
Man, like it's a
thing.
Yellowtail kind of stepping their game up a little bit.
Okay, so imagine you having your little backyard shindig. Make sure you pick up some jammy red roux.
Okay.
With your barbecue.
It's summertime shy out here, so yeah, get it. Get you a jammy red roux. Jammy red roux.
Right, Jimmy. It's an Australian wine.
I know, but not jammy red roux.
Maybe it ties with the stuff that they say no. Jammy red roux.
Jammy red roux. Okay, let's get to it. So I'm gonna. Oh wait, maybe my tummy.
Wait, hold up. Before I rate this.
Yeah, before I get ready, or what I was gonna give it, it's doing something. It's ruminating there, maybe because I haven't eaten and I'm hungry. But okay, now I'm gonna give it a 5.
Okay.
Because
That's pretty good for you.
I don't like red wine. Yeah, let me taste
really
it one more time.
The red wine.
It ain't bad, but I sip this slow.
12%, yes, please.
Sip it slow. If you want my suggestion, sip it slow, and that's exactly what I'm gonna do today because, I don't want a lot. So I'm gonna give it a 5, and I'm sure you can get it at Target, Walmart, anywhere your grocers. But my local liquor store has it. So I actually want to start off with asking you, how's everything? Like, how's everything been going? So everything, like, how do you
overall?
Yeah, in general.
It's like I'm indifferent. I could wake up and just feel so. I don't know. I can just feel like weak one moment, and I can find the energy somewhere, and before you know it, I just find myself like at a tug of war with just energy. So I'm just going with the ropes. Like I feel like I'm career cruising, you know, trying to figure things out. Just most importantly, just like the word said today, you know, standing my ground.
Standing your ground.
And that was like
not for real
so
though.
On point.
Yeah.
Because I'm tired of doubting what I know I could do. I'm tired of doubting my experience or whatnot. And it's like, it's not about who has this or who's qualified for this. If I feel it in my heart, I know I can perform and I'm going to go out for that job. I'm going to go out for this. I'm going to go out for that. That's where I'm at. And it's like, just reassuring myself, like, girl, stop playing. You got this. Because we fall into that doubt. But it's,
absolutely.
When we fall into it, it's deep doubt. I'm like, dang, why I get so deep in not believing in me? So that's where I'm at. Just, you know, just trying to stand my ground and be firm on what I know I can do.
Yeah, same. So like, I asked that because, you know, we was out the other day, a couple of nights actually, you know, and we was just seeing how like the environment of people is like different from like how we are. You know what I mean? Which again, that's, you know, it's cool, but it makes it kind of, you know, difficult. I think I'm responding to why we in deep doubt, or you know, or why you're in deep doubt is because it makes it difficult, right? It makes it super difficult to kind of like believe and trust your surroundings with like when you're on a different path than a whole bunch of people. And we're not just talking about random people, we're talking about people that you actually know, like or your family or you know, your close friends and stuff like that. Like, so it's kind of hard when you see people around you on a, it's just like everybody's doing the same thing, and it's like you can't help but to have some glimmer of doubt, you know what I mean, or have some type of insecurity or whatever the case may be, or whatever.
Like I'm doing something wrong.
And that's why I'm asking it, because it ties into what we're talking about today. You know, more so we're talking about like fear and stepping out of that fear and unlocking your authentic self.
Yeah.
And kind of like a mental check-in. So yeah, like we can go ahead and get into it. That's why I asked you like how you feel. But I personally, I've been feeling, I'm gonna be really open and honest. I've been feeling real defeated lately. Last few months. I'm not even gonna say few weeks. I'm gonna say the last maybe 4 or 5 months been like defeated. Spiritually, emotionally, definitely mentally. But I'm finding myself fighting out of that mode. And I'm like proud of myself. I'm super proud of myself, because I know I could like be ruminating and like be a hermit
there. Yep.
Me being like
shunning everybody
me being like an empath and just being an introvert, I can easily just kind of shut everybody out and, you know, take everything personally, which I have been doing. I'm not gonna lie, I have been taking things personally. And granted, some situations it was meant for me to take personally. You know, some things you gotta take personal because it's happening to you. You know what I mean? It's happening. People are doing things to you, or things are happening strictly to you to test you. So it prompted me to actually want to have this conversation and whine about fear and how we are allowing fear, and fear can be on all levels. We're not just talking about in one aspect. We're talking about on all levels. Fear in general, how it can really, you know, create this atmosphere of, you know, insecurity in yourself wherever you want to go. Like whatever you want to do with your life, whoever you want to be with, you know, what you want to do in life, you know, what job you know, going out after, you know, what business you're trying to create. So yeah, I wanted to really kind of talk about fear and how fear been kind of holding me back a lot. And, you know, on the other podcast that I'm on, shout out to Bad the Podcast. We're on FC Network every Monday at 7 p.m. Shout out to D Grove, the host of that podcast. We'll be live tomorrow, 7 p.m. Just want to shout him out. But we talked about last episode, not the episode 3, but episode 2. Are you living a lie? And like, you know, the producer asked me specifically like, are you living a lie? Like, or what lie have you, whether it be big or little, what lie have you like you constantly state, you know, either to yourself or to everybody else that, you know, that could be a lie. And the whole, I don't know if you watched the whole episode, but I was saying like, I guess the lie that I'm naturally just portraying or projecting out is that everything is good. I'm okay. And I'm in shit. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time. I don't mean to cuss you all. I'm trying to stop cussing y'all. I really am. So excuse me. But yeah, that's the, you know, I guess the lie that kind of been something that I've just been accustomed to saying, oh, I'm good. You know, when people ask you, know, when people normally ask you, how are you? I'm fine. I'm great. I'm this and that. I'm that. And like, I find myself now, when people ask me that, and again, it depends on the said person that's asking me, because I don't just express myself to any and everybody.
You're naturally private, so you're probably gonna automatically just say.
Yeah, but if it's like you, or if it's like, you know, somebody close to me, like my family or something like that. But even then, I've kind of like, I was very hesitant, you know, doing that with them even sometimes, because certain things, I don't even be knowing what be wrong half the time, but some be wrong.
I'm just right. I just don't know, but I'm not right.
It's either I can't find the words to kind of explain what be wrong, or I be thinking like, they're not gonna get it, and I don't want to force them to get it, or I don't want to like put this up.
Explain
another fear, right? Another fear of not expressing yourself, but here you are going through your own warfare. So I try my best. Like when somebody that's close to me asks me how I'm doing, I lately kind of try to be authentic and be like, I'm not okay. And then that prompts a conversation. But how many times we've done that where those conversations happen and we just, I'm okay. Oh, I'm good. Girl, yeah, job is this, and knowing the job is going nuts. Or, man, I am great, this, and the third.
You find yourself talking yourself out of explaining it. After all, you say what's wrong, and be like, but you know what, overall, I'm just good, girl. I could just be tripping, you know?
Yeah.
Even you just don't want to go there because it's just that big.
Yeah, so I want to know why we do that. Like, why do you think we hide or we lie, potentially, if you want to call it that, or just hide or mask what we truly feel? Like, why? Especially to the people that we are close to. Like, what's holding us back? Of course it's fear, but what fear? So that would be my question. I think for me, it's the fear of being judged, and fear of being looked at as I'm crazy.
Yep. That's a huge one. I think a lot of people would say that one, especially they don't want to be looked at as they got an issue or they got problems, because allowing other people, especially people that's close to you, it's so hard to just open up to family members at that, where you feel like you could be, you just that cool enough to where you be like, hey, you know what, lately I just haven't been cool. Oh, what's wrong? You just get them the whole rundown. After a while, you start to feel like you're gossiping even about your own stuff, because that person itself will give off a vibe like, you ain't really here to help me. So a lot of people had dealt with experiences where they felt betrayed, like, I went to you, but you didn't really do much for me. So
because people be so consumed with other things, and granted, other people got their own problems, but let's talk about how people are, killing themselves and, committing suicide, all because they don't have nobody to talk to. They can't
go to nobody because of people that likes to just put somebody else going through it other than me. So instead of that, now you looked at it as a way to, you turn my issue into your, entertainment. And it's like, it's not supposed to be like that. That's why a lot of people can't confide in strangers. You'll be surprised. Random people like, I follow you on Facebook, and I just got a question. I don't really know you like that, but I just see what you post, and I just feel like you good, like you a deep person. And it was like about a relationship question, and I'm just like, I never met this person at all, but it's people energy.
Don't lie.
It's a transference, like, especially on social media. You'll be surprised how many people was watching you just to get that one message or just to get something from your page. But yet you got so many people that want to just stick to the close ones. Be like, nah, I think I can go to my cousin. Cousin wasn't much of a help. And then it find out that your cousin is the one that's talking about you to your family, and now your business is the talk of the family picnic or something. And that's why people always,
it's weird.
It's hard. So it's like fear. I think a lot of things ties in with fear, other than doubt and just insecurity. Insecurity comes from, I feel like, other people. We allow other people to make us feel a lot of ways. So, and that's why a lot of people like, nah, I just stay to myself. But that's not healthy either. So
that's not healthy at all. I mean, and it's the easy fix will say, oh, go to therapy. That's not easy either, because a lot of people don't. That's a stranger. But some people do.
Strangers know my business.
But then some people do confide in strangers because that's the only outlet they have. So if you're comfortable, if you're in that situation where you don't have nobody, and you have the means to go to therapy, go to therapy.
Definitely.
For sure. But
definitely. We have people that don't want to deal with the financial needs of therapy, financial needs of therapy and everything. So I just say, when it comes to fear, you find out what's the root issue of why you have the fear. What was that time that you could think back to where that fear started? I think a lot of people need to go back to what made them scared in the first place. I remember when I jumped into this relationship, I was all in, and then he started, he turned to somebody else, and I'm just like, that wasn't who I met. So now I have to regroup. Now I have to try to do this, because again, I'm the type of person that could put my all into one person or into one thing. So it's like we can't stop finding ourselves, even if we feel like we're in a good position. We gotta always keep wanting to, make sure that we're good.
Yeah.
And a lot of times we do put our problems to the, on the back burner because we do got other stuff around us. We got jobs. So tell them what's going on at work. I gotta focus on that.
Okay, listen.
I emails off the roof, emails going crazy. For those who are parents, you got your kids and stuff. So we never really tackle our issues.
Yeah.
A lot of times.
And we're afraid to, though, because we're afraid to open those doors because those doors may open up to something that, makes you see you in a negative light sometimes.
We do not like looking bad.
Like,
I think we scared to
on a
heal.
healing journey. You can't always think the healing process is self-love and massages and crystals and candles.
I think that's what it is.
And it's like, no, like I've looked and did research. Like, healing really takes a lot of shadow work, meaning the darkness in you. You have to attack the problem that's allowing you to accept the fear. Whatever less than in you is allowing you to be insecure. You have to attack, why are you allowing insecurity to come into your space? You know what I'm saying? Why are you allowing fear to come into your space? Why are you allowing self-doubt to come into your space? Why? Like,
being told that you're not good enough. Some people have been told they're probably not good enough for a certain job. They looked at it wrong. Oh, we went with another candidate. So what, I'm not qualified now? So we put ourselves.
So you gotta get right. You gotta get to the root of why you automatically, and that's something I'm learning in therapy. Like, cause that happens to me. That happens to me. Like, when something goes wrong or things go bad or a relationship it doesn't work out in my favor, I automatically self-blame. And it's like, I have to, I'm in therapy now attacking why I'm self-blaming. You know what I'm saying? Like, what's the real root of it?
Because I look at it
what I'm saying? So,
well, it's only me and you, so ain't nobody else to blame but me. I look at it like
that too. You know what I'm saying?
I'm like, wait.
When you don't really know, or when you not, again, I ain't gonna say when you don't really know, because some people know, they just avoid. They avoid. Now, we're not speaking for everybody, because some people really just don't know.
But if you a person that attack all aspects and angles, and you literally trying to figure shit out, and you looking on one side and the other side, you like, all right, I tried this way, okay, that wasn't it, so I can X that out. When you're literally doing the process of elimination, you do kind of go back to like, that only leaves me. Maybe the last thing I said, could that been it? I don't know. Why wouldn't he say nothing? Or she say something? So I think that root issue of figuring out why we always go back to that, I'm not good enough. I know I shouldn't have did that. I know I shouldn't have applied that.
It could have been
rejection email, or it's always something. So I think we're so hard on ourselves. That fear grows.
Listen, I know that all too well. Being so hard on myself and not realizing that a lot of people look at me and think that I'm, great.
Not even what you think.
A lot of people think I'm so great. And I really appreciate people for that. Because in my mind, and when I'm at home and doing the work, I'm like, I got a lot of problems.
Yeah, and it's like,
which pressure. Causes me to feel like I don't think I'm good enough, or I don't think I'm qualified enough for people to say what they're saying.
Right.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that I'm not qualified. It's just that's that negative self-talk. That's that going back to blaming and all of that. So it when I hear people like say certain things to uplift me and things like that, it took me a while to recognize, like, it's me that's not accepting what I know that I am.
I know that I am, right.
It's me.
Really am, right.
It's not nobody else. It's me.
Know crap about. They just met me and they talking about they feel my aura, all of that. And it's like, what you talking about? Where you get this from?
And like what Pastor was saying today in church, as far as like, we're afraid to step into those new levels because of we don't think we're good enough, or we don't think we're qualified enough, or I may not communicate as eloquently as the next person, or I may not do this. And it's like, God uses the very unintellect person, you don't have to be qualified in God's eyes. You know what I mean? You just don't have to be qualified. And that's one thing I think I love the most about God. Is like, you don't have to be qualified. And that's what makes me more and more in tune with my spiritual journey with that.
Yeah.
Because when everybody else thinks that I'm not qualified, God thinks I am.
At the end of the
And
day,
that's where you have to stand your ground and stand on the promise that he gave you. So,
but even then, some people need a right now confirmation. Some people always need to feel like that they need to hear it right away. And a lot of times we also got to work on our patience. That's another thing on why fear is so huge.
I need to work on a lot of stuff. I'm tired.
Patience is definitely one of them for me, because it's like when you feel like you done showed and proved yourself and you think, okay, now it's time. You know, it's like a timing thing for us at times, because we're just going off of what? Just this energy that we
think we should have everything.
We think we should have.
It's not even that. No, that is that. I just think it's, you know, social media now has changed so dramatically, man. Like it makes us compare our lives.
It does,
to the point where we don't even know that we're doing it,
and that's tiring too.
Yeah,
because there was a point in time where it's like, well, I was trying to see the good thing in getting like some type of cosmetic surgery. Even I had like questioned it about different parts of me, and I'm just like, no, and I instantly snapped out of it like, wow, I wouldn't have thought about that had I just seen how good her body looked. Right. I wouldn't have thought about that had I just seen
that instant gratification,
right? And I'm just like,
that people are getting for certain things,
and it's all about just certain things. It's no substance to it. It's no doubt.
Yeah.
Now it's being justified. I mean, you can do whatever you want to do to your body. That's you. That's absolutely true. Yeah. But I'd be danged if I'm that 1% that I just go and I have complications. That's what I get. Yeah. You know, for trying to be so liberated. Like everybody would try to justify it. Just be you. And that's fear. Again, insecurity plays a big part of fear. People don't think that's an insecurity, but I truly feel like it could be, because you wouldn't want to get that done had you seen the reactions or the likes and stuff.
Yeah, and that's the thing. A lot of people want to put it off as, you know, this is what makes me happy. Okay, you're unhappy somewhere.
That saying alone.
You're unhappy somewhere, which means there's an insecurity brewing in you somewhere.
So you got these done. You was unhappy here, so you got.
And we're using that as an example of where like people always like, it's not an insecure thing, and it's like, yes, it is an insecure thing, and that again, that's everybody has to each their own. Like you can definitely get your body done if that's what you choose to do, but you have to attack the insecurity at the root. And you think the surgery is attacking the insecurity at the root, and it's not.
And I only say that because those that actually
it's just something that's temporary for the moment.
Is going through even more. A lot of those people, you got your body done, you look good, but you never attack those problems on the inside either. So you look good outside.
Because what's making you feel like your body is not good
enough? And a lot of us don't feel like we're enough.
What's making you fit? And then people can be like, because I had this baby. Okay, that don't necessarily mean your body not good enough. You had a baby.
Right.
Your body's supposed to look like that.
So
you pushed out a child. That is a part of your makeup as a woman. You push out another human being. I don't expect your body to snap back or look how it used to look like.
You can't lie. That's a gift that we have as women.
So that's, you know what I'm saying, and we're using that example to be like, well, we have to attack the insecurity. What made you feel insecure in the first place? All because you seen yourself how you used to be, and now you seeing how other women are being looked and praised and liked on social media. You see the type of attention, and that's what it is. We are attention seeking, and it's like, what makes you feel like you're not enough?
A lot of ways.
Why aren't you enough for yourself?
You're one enough.
Why aren't you enough for the next person? Like, and even if they don't feel like you're their type, then they're not your person. You know what I'm saying? They're not your tribe. They're not your friends. They're not your, you know what I'm saying? Like, people should love you for what you are and who you are.
That's why they still stuck.
Yeah.
Because that's the thing. That's why we can't be our authentic self, because we're too busy tied up with people that don't think we're enough. So we're steady proving.
Yeah.
And how many times do I have to constantly keep proving to you that I am this, I am that?
Yeah.
So I make sure the house is good. I make sure kids is good. You know, I make sure, you know, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. People is legit in, you know, in relationships or marriages or just with friends or people that just don't appreciate them enough, to where you find yourself always having to do above and beyond just to show them you're capable of just being like accepted within them.
Absolutely.
It's like you better than them in life, for real.
Whole time and don't even be knowing.
And you busting your butt to make sure that they love
looking
you.
at you. Yeah.
So
I spent most of my entire life people pleasing or trying to, show people that I'm what they expect me to be. And it's like now I'm tired. I'm exhausted. It's exhausted.
It don't feel good because it catches up.
I know that I'm good enough. Certain experiences that I've been through have kind of knocked me down on my self-esteem, and I'm not afraid to say that. I'm not afraid to be transparent and open and honest about, certain things have knocked me off my pedestal that I know that I'm supposed to be on, as a woman, as a queen, as a Black, educated, smart, beautiful woman. I've been knocked down a lot, and those constant knockdowns have hindered my view on myself a lot, especially lately. But I know now it's like, you know what? I'm coming back stronger than ever. And I know that like things doesn't always last always as far as the negative things. The bad things. Everything happens for a reason. And it just really kind of like, reignited the fire that was put in me. And the reason why I want to talk about fear, because it's like, it's a lot of things that I know that I'm really good at. I discovered the podcasting thing in a pandemic. And I remember when I started the podcast, I was told to speak. I had an encounter with God, and God was like, you know what, you need to speak, you need to talk, people need to hear what you have to say. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm always hiding behind the fear. So I would hide behind paper with writing, or hide behind other things with singing, or hide behind just other things, and not really stepping in my actual purpose of what I'm supposed to be doing. This podcast wouldn't be here in 3 seasons if it wasn't for me stepping out of that fear, to do it. That's one thing. Another thing, I've been having so many encounters lately, and I think this is another reason why I'm being open and transparent about being in shambles, because I think it's necessary for me to be in shambles right now, because it's teaching me something. Because I wouldn't have realized what I realized.
Right. If it wasn't.
Not even that. I wouldn't have realized what I needed to realize to ignite, like, all right, I need to do this, So now, a business is about to be, birthed out of this. Not even just with the podcast, but other things that I have coming up in my life. And, so, I had to go through those things, because I have to go through these things because it's reigniting me to realize, like, I gotta do this. People are wanting what I have, the gift that I'm holding. They need it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I can't keep holding back that gift or that service from you all if I'm holding on to fear of not being accepted, fear of being judged, fear of being, said I'm crazy, fear of this, fear of that, and not, truly, understanding and accepting my true authentic self. I can't keep holding myself back. I can't keep holding that, that gift back from the world if God put it in me.
Right.
And so that's why I want to talk about fear, because it's so important that we realize and be confident in who we are and who God made us to be. Even in those dark moments.
Even in them,
I really, I'm not only speaking to y'all, but I'm really speaking to myself right now. Like, even in the dark moments, I am amazing to see how resilient of me to keep going. Like to be pushing through,
I am down, but I just bounce back like it was nothing. And
stuff be like
constantly going back and forth with yourself, and you showing yourself I made it out. And then even when you go back in that place, you come right back out. It's like, God, you is working on me.
Yeah, definitely working, definitely moving, definitely giving me something to talk about, because as I'm going through it, even in this season, it's just an eye opener that I must be greater than what I even imagine myself to be, because I wouldn't be fought this hard. I wouldn't be attacked this way. And when I say attack, you all, we talking about like spiritually and mentally, emotionally, sometimes physically, because people get sick and get attacked in their human flesh, and have to go to the hospital
and
and
start to act up because of what you
listen.
And look,
okay,
why would you think?
So yeah, like I realized like I must be something, because I wouldn't be going through so much.
And even in your idle moments, you still have that light bulb go off, like, all right, I know I'm not completely wiped out. I feel defeated, but I'm I'm able to I still got some fight in me, and that's good within itself, because you're not just fully giving up.
Right. And I just wanted to definitely encourage some people, because we're going to definitely continue this on different episodes, in between episodes, mental check-ins, and to talk about stuff like this. But just to encourage people to like really, it's okay to, be down and out sometimes. It's okay to say, hey, I'm down and out, and I'm in a season, I'm in a season and I'm okay. It's okay to, kind of buckle down and, get yourself in a space where you're trying to regain your strength. It's okay to do those things, but never stay in those things.
Right.
You know what I mean? Never stay down. Like, never stay in a state of fear. Never stay in a state of insecurity. Whatever you gotta do, like if you gotta talk to people, like one of my other fears is I try not to talk to people most of the time, because the fear of, I don't want to overwhelm them with this, and they got their own thing, they got this, and it's like, stop that, because I'm sure they would rather talk to you than you going crazy and or
visit you somewhere where it's like,
or burying you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because you feel like you allowed those thoughts to get you so down to the point that you want to take your life. Let's not, do that. You know what I mean? Let's reach out to somebody. And then the people that love you and care about you, they should know when something is wrong with you. They should.
Oh, yeah.
Even if it's like they don't know exactly what's wrong, they'll know something is wrong. And if they love you, they're gonna ask you like, hey, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? Best friend did that to me last week or the week before that. And I just broke down. I broke down. I was like, yeah, not good. I'm like, not good. Anxiety on an all-time high. Not good. And so it's been day after day just building myself back up from that moment. Because I even seen it. Even before then, I've even noticed that I'm like, yeah, I'm not good. But I've been fighting ever since.
Yeah. To
get back good. And to be quite honest, I'm in a better space. But I'm not out of the woods as of yet. And I'm okay with saying that. Because I know the things that I have to do.
Right.
I gotta stop being fearful to do them. And that's something that I came to my realization. We be so in fear of making a decision because of not wanting to be alone or this or
not being
that,
accepted,
not being accepted. And it's
what
like,
if they say this? To hell with rejection, y'all gonna come into a whole bunch of no's before you get that yes. I promise you.
My wine of wisdom moment right now would be: would you rather stay in those moments and be miserable, or would you rather be free? You know what I'm saying? Do you want to be? Ask yourself, whatever situation that you're in that's causing you, to be fearful, to make that decision, to move forward, to move on, to move out, to move in, to do whatever decision that you're afraid to make.
Yes.
And be your authentic self and be free and whatever you need to be free in. Would you rather just be stuck in those, self-doubting thoughts?
Right.
Those insecure moments? Would you rather, crying at night all the time, feeling like you're, down and out and, you're not loved and all of that? Would you rather be in those spaces, or would you rather actually be loved correctly and be in the spaces that you're accepted and praised and loved, and you know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta seriously be honest with yourself and ask yourself, do you want better for yourself?
Do you want better? Right.
Because if you don't want better for yourself, then cool, I understand why you
want to stay there. I understand. Dwell in that misery.
And don't get me wrong, I understand, being lonely, especially when it comes to relationships, being lonely is not fun. Or being alone is not fun. We understand that. I understand that. I'm a single, woman that lives alone for sure. So it's like, I have my moments where it's like, damn, I wish I had this. I wish I had that. I wish I had somebody that supports me here, supports me there. But, you have to find different ways to kind of, what is it called? To fill those voids until, your actual heart's short. Exactly. Until your heart's desire comes to pass. Because, those few days or weeks of loneliness, I would rather have that over a lifetime of misery.
Because there's some people that's with significant others that they can't shake because they need them financially. They need them for this. Without them, they wouldn't have a house. They wouldn't have this.
Yeah.
So it do suck that they can't be their true self, because when they are, they have to dim it just a little bit so they won't offend their significant other.
Yeah.
And you can very well stop yourself in those tracks too. If you ever felt like you was with somebody who was even keeping you from being your own true self. So it's like, we do allow different things, and they could be little things, but they get big.
They start to grow because we don't address it firsthand.
We don't.
We make excuses and justify. We
do. Excuses
I'm the number one person that does it all the time, and like it has cost me. It has cost me my peace. It has cost me my peace. So, yeah.
I love it. That was good.
It cost me my peace, and I'm just, you were saying, I think I missed it, but hopefully it'll come back. But I don't want things to cost you your peace and your sanity. There it goes, came back. Fear. That fear of like not doing certain things or making decisions or whatever the case may be, because you don't want to outshine somebody.
Yeah.
You're dimming yourself.
Yeah.
I feel like, and remember I was telling you the other day, I feel like I've been dimming myself. I know who I am. I've never, don't get me wrong, I have insecurities like everybody else daily, all the time. But for the most part, I know who I am. I'm confident in who I am. And I love myself. But I've been dimming myself. I've been dimming my light a lot lately because of fear of offending people and making people uncomfortable. And I had to tell myself to stop doing it, because that's not my problem, that's theirs. If they're offended. So if somebody's offended by your light, if somebody is intimidated by who you are, how you carry yourself,
personal issue,
that has nothing to do with you. That means, honestly, you're doing something right.
Absolutely.
And honestly, that person that's around you, that if you call them a friend, boyfriend, girlfriend, wife, husband, co-worker.
Right, whoever they are to you.
To me, me personally, I don't think they are who they're holding their title to. So if they have the title of wife, boyfriend, girlfriend, friend, they shouldn't have that title if they're intimidated by that light. If you want to
branch out and do something, you have to, notice it was like a little bit of a hesitation when it comes to you wanting to say, hey, I want to do this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, so what make you want to do that? No. Girl, congratulations, I'm all here for it. Don't ask me a question, but no. Let me know how, you're going to support me from there on or whatever. But you're right.
Yeah.
If you get any type of doubt within that,
you need to reevaluate that relationship.
Yep.
You know what I mean? And I'm not saying just X them out at that moment, but just reevaluate. Like,
that makes people, that makes people fear.
Yeah.
That makes people have fear of what they know they're capable of doing. If I come across somebody who I can't wait to tell you, okay, so look, I got this going on. and their reaction is dry, or you get that, dang, I don't know, maybe I shouldn't do it. But they say they happy though. No, they just know that you about to just excel and go there, and they're still stuck trying to figure out what they should do.
Yeah.
Please don't allow anybody else.
Yeah, just reevaluate that situation. Because again, you never know what's what with people. Because some people, when someone, you can feel negative energy. And if it's negative, evaluate why it's negative. You know what I'm saying? Like, because again, a person could have a bad day and they probably didn't mean it for it to come off. So that's why I say evaluate it. You know what I mean? Like, evaluate it first. You know what I'm saying? Like, because of course, a lot of people, so we just kick him to the curb. No, evaluate it, you know. When I brought this to your attention, it just didn't feel like, boom, boom, boom.
And you got, again, like you said, that was the perfect way, evaluate it. Because a lot of people don't know how to be happy for other people.
They don't.
Unless they
and you'll know. You'll know when it's like,
you would know.
Pure hatred or pure jealousy or pure envy.
You got to be able to rejoice with other people, even in their season.
Yeah.
But everybody wanted to be their season when it's somebody else's season, so because they can look like they're doing something too.
Yeah.
Just wait.
It's a sickness.
It really is. So
why everything gotta be at this? Why? My best friend got proposed to, so why do I have to feel like I gotta get proposed to right now too? Why am I in competition?
That's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? Like, why would this is her season, so I'm gonna. I'm excited. Like. You know what I mean? Like, why? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's an example. That'll be an example to be like, why would I have to rush to get married?
Yep.
Why? Just to say I did
it? Yep. You'll have somebody say,
what is this? What is this gratification we're seeking after?
Huh?
What are we doing?
I've been watching people get proposed to that we went to school for like
past couple of years. And then you're right.
So
people getting pregnant, having babies, like,
okay.
When it's my time, it's my time. Yep. When it's your time, it's your time. And half the time, when it's not your time, it's because half the time you're in fear. You was afraid at the season that it was supposed to be your season. It was supposed to be your season, and you was afraid.
And guess what?
So then now you gotta wait till God spin the block.
I was just gonna say.
So wait to let God spin the block. Then, like,
because when
he come back,
people
step out on faith and do what you gotta do.
Yep.
So you can be, I guess, have the same gratification as everybody else is when they doing what they doing. But I mean,
but when you got the wrong spirit behind it, you're not gonna get it.
Yeah, the intent is wrong. People want it because they see other people got it. People want it because they see other people that they didn't think that would be doing well have it, and that's not cool.
Yep.
So technically, you really didn't like this person, and you fake they friend, you fake their boyfriend or girlfriend, you faking it, and now you mad because they got it for real.
You can't even rejoice
and like what? And that just really shows us that who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, bro, who you really are is you're jealous, and you really never liked me from the beginning.
From the beginning,
you never really cared about me from the beginning. You never really supported me from the beginning.
Anything I want to like embrace, anything I want to just give myself praise for.
Yeah.
You know where to be found, or you just, just very dry. But when it comes to you, you need that. A lot of people need to be praised in order to feel like they're doing something. It could be the slightest thing.
Super sad.
So I definitely would say self is another reason why people can't be their authentic self.
Yeah.
Too busy in competition with people who don't even know you're in competition with them.
Absolutely. Or probably don't care and probably want to see you win.
Ooh. That's the biggest thing right there. I actually want to see people when I get teary-eyed when I see people do great.
Yeah.
And they get what
especially
they wanted.
if they was the underdogs too. Yeah.
I'd be so happy. I'm like, man.
Especially the ones that was doubted.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? When every odd is against them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
it fills me up with joy when I see that.
I love it.
That's why I used to always was like that with my best friend, because she had a lot of odds against her in her earlier years, but she came back on top, steady coming back on top. So
and it's ongoing. So that's why I'm not like, change is constant. Like healing, all of that, it's gonna keep going. So it's like I learned something today too. Fear can only be just as great as you let it.
Absolutely.
I'm done feeding it,
Okay.
I was just telling my mom yesterday. She was like, we left this Deja Brew in Oakland, and right, across the street from it was these condos. She's like, oh, I want a condo like that. Oh, I'm like, Mom, get one. You got the credit for it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you're right. You know what I'm saying? Like, why do you think you cannot get that? And my sister confirmed,
and
like,
even
Mommy,
if
you got really good credit.
And even if you get denied, that it sets you up to go get it. I had told, I'm glad you said it, because I had told, you know, the guy that I'm dating the same thing when he bought his house. He was asking me, he was like, should I just apply? I was like, why not? Apply for the loan. See what they say.
Right.
They only could say two things, yes or no.
Right.
If they say yes, cool, you got it. If they say no, they'll tell you how to fix it so you can get a yes.
They'll tell you why, so you can.
So it's like, we so afraid of the rejection.
That's why
you don't even know that it may be a setup for you for your future.
And that's why
because they told me no when I applied for my first, you know, loan for my house. They told me no. But they also helped me step by step to how to fix it. Right. So I could get it. And 6 months later, my credit was great enough and I was looking for houses.
See?
You never know.
Yo, no,
everybody be so afraid of they want stuff so instant gratification. We want things now, and they think like, bruh, you never know. You might can fix it in the next 6 months to a year. You could be in a whole different scenario in another year.
You ain't trying to put in the work. Once you hear that no, you defeated. Once you hear that no, you down. Once you hear that no, you stop trying. No.
Okay, feel your emotion. Don't stay there.
Don't stay there. Just like you said, don't stay there. When I told her, I said, Ma, you can definitely get it. My sister confirmed it. Now she looking. That's what you're supposed to do. But go ahead.
Do what you gotta do, y'all.
It don't hurt to look, and it don't hurt to step. I was like, it's faith over fear. You always talk about you gotta have faith. We just gotta believe in ourselves. I can't believe in you more than I believe in me.
Yeah, that's true.
You know, because we got two different things we're fighting. You know.
Yeah.
So it's like what I want is different. You know, I love the fact that you got your place. You so successful. When it comes to like your degrees and everything, like I'm just like, yes, you know, I'm setting myself up to get back in school, looking for homes, make sure my credit is good.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm putting myself in place after watching, you know, somebody who I seen, you know, get there step by step. I remember when you told me like you paid off your car. I remember when you told me when you got your, you know, you was looking for homes and stuff. It was in May. I remember because I had just had my son DJ. So it's like, man.
Yeah.
You know, so it's like you want to learn from those that is put in that position too. But we
surround
so
yourself that's fearless.
Right.
So you can step out of your fearfulness.
On your own. Yes. Yes.
So yeah, I'm gonna let Janae do the stop whining about this segment because we have a stop whining about it. I see it right there. And I think that works to this topic.
Whiners. Let's stop burning ourselves out.
Yeah.
Okay. And as we say, you can't pour from an empty cup. So take the necessary time out to regroup yourself. Stop overwhelming yourself with people and things, just so you can keep yourself busy and not really acknowledge those issues. Like we stated, fear will keep you sick. Fear will have you mentally ill. It's different forms of sickness.
Nah, she
for real. You will be.
She chuckling, but
you will be.
She ain't wrong.
Stress
is something.
It's a silent killer.
It's the number one killer, low key. People don't say nothing.
No.
But stress brings on heart attacks. Stress brings on high blood pressure, which brings on heart attacks.
Whew. See?
Strokes. Cancer.
Yep. Stress is that.
Stress is the number one factor that brings all these other pre-existing conditions in your life.
Yep.
So when she says, you know, stop burning yourself out, and that's where I'm consistently right now in my down moments. I'm in that realm right now of not burning myself out.
Yeah.
Saying no when I need to say no. Creating the boundaries that I gotta create.
Creating the boundaries. Don't ever make nobody feel like you, once you create that boundary, now they offended. They offended, then they was already, when you already can see it right then and there. It's not it. Ain't no way your boundary for people is gonna offend somebody else, because that's for your own personal self.
We're not talking about people that's actually out here being mean people. Because some people don't know how to, you know, communicate their boundaries. Some people like to just, you know, it's boundaries, but like to be mean.
Yeah.
No.
Ain't somebody disrespectful, folks.
No.
Just respect.
You know how to communicate with people.
You definitely know how.
We us millennials, and we're talking to the millennials because now we're about to be 30. We're 27 plus.
What's our biggest thing we always talk about?
We too grown to be sitting here acting like we can't have these conversations. It ain't nothing hard to communicate with people and let people know, you know what, I just, I'm not in the space to do this.
I'm not in the space.
I
love that.
I'm not in the space right now. And then also just reading the room. Read the room.
Yeah.
So some things, it goes without saying.
Yeah.
So when she checked in on me that the week before last, she read the room first. You know what I'm saying? Cause sometimes some people it's not ready to express themselves.
Yeah.
So overbearing them with questions and are you okay? Are you? And they not ready to talk. So she read the room and then she was like, I just didn't want to say nothing, but I noticed something. I just wanted to. She read the room.
You gotta feel it.
And
it's gonna be a feeling. Some people they just
connected to people, truly being connected.
That
Not just saying you connected and fake being deep.
Okay, because it's gonna get you nowhere. It's gonna get you nowhere. Again, we mask our pain, like you said. We mask our pain. We mask the hurt, and then before you know it, we consume ourselves with so much going on that we now have a reason to not confront those issues. So
steady justifying,
making excuses.
You need to sit down.
That was a good one.
And attack the root of the problem. If you burnt out, attack why you burnt out.
And why are you afraid to attack that root if it is a person?
Yeah.
A certain person or individual. I don't want to make them mad and stuff like that. That's unhealthy. That's abusive. Not at this point. Because if you're afraid to express yourself, they might react. Their reaction is what's making you feel less of yourself.
Yeah.
And I think that's a person stems a lot from our, issues too. I have to keep reminding myself, I can't keep letting him, her, I can't keep doing that. Yeah. It's not good for my mental health. It's okay for me to just ignore this person, or maybe I just shouldn't see them for a week right quick. Let me just, utilize your do not disturb, your block or whatever. Do not let folks take you out of your element. Do not let stop letting yourself take you out of your element. Put yourself back in position, back in place.
Yeah.
And again, God, Jesus Christ is who, we can call on as far as for a spiritual cleansing.
Yeah.
But, for those who have other beings, just make sure you just really work on you.
Yeah.
Stop burning yourself out. Burn whatever candles you need.
Yeah. Do what you gotta do.
Do
the shadow work though.
You have to.
Do the hard part.
You have to.
Stop trying to wash it over with massages and facials and eating food and binge watching shows and drinking your wine and calling it self-love.
Broadcast it too.
And self-healing and healing journey. No.
Detox.
Definitely do the shadow work. Cry. Let it hurt.
That's number one.
Let it burn. Move on. As hard as that is, definitely necessary.
Yeah.
Definitely necessary. So we're gonna go ahead and end that there.
Yes.
So if you haven't already, follow our podcast on all digital platforms. That's Apple, Spotify, Google, iHeartRadio, all of them. You listen to us. Let's Whine About It podcast with Let's Whine About It with a wine glass emoji. That's what you hear us, the audio. But if you want to see us on YouTube, Let's Whine About It podcast. Again, subscribe to our channel.
Yes.
We want to get to 100 subscribers. You don't understand how important that is to us.
And we will before the season is over.
I hope so.
I know it.
Thank you.
I believe in you, Winer.
Yeah. We believe in you.
Yeah.
Just as much as y'all love to talk to us and whine with us,
right?
We believe in you, and we, of course, appreciate, adore you as usual. Thank you for the commenters on our podcast. We've been getting different podcasting comments on the YouTube channel. Continue on. We've been getting people from different states though. Yeah. So it's like, oh my God, I've been signing. I celebrate the small wins. I don't know about y'all. I celebrate the small wins.
Okay.
Because when she said where she was from, I was like, where?
Yeah.
Who?
It's reaching.
So we appreciate the people that is sharing and, getting the word out. So thank you for that. Continue doing that. Continue commenting, dropping the wine selections, all of that. Follow our Instagram and Facebook at Let's Wine About It
Pod.
P-O-D. Yeah. We want to interact with you there. I think we're gonna go live on that page again.
Hey.
Soon. We're gonna get more interactive on that.
Yeah.
Which we have been as far as like, content. But we need to be on there like live and stuff.
For our lives, yep.
We getting back to that with our lives and stuff. So yeah, we again thank you for the massive support. we don't take it lightly. We don't take this mantle lightly. We are definitely very appreciative. Oh God, whoa, Jesus, very appreciative.
Y'all knew what you meant. Don't play.
It's okay. Very appreciative of the support and the love you give us. So, per usual, to the next episode, we love, adore, and appreciate you. It's your girl, Jill.
And J-Easy.
Let's Wine About It podcast. Wine Crew is out.